What are the top 5 major causes of failure in someone's life? Andrew Carnegie came up with a list of 30. I'm gonna go over 5 that I have written down that are really important to consider and implement into your life. At least think about that in your life so you don't fail. Number 1, the habit of drifting with circumstances without definite aim, plans, or purpose. What this means is things are gonna happen and we're gonna get into mind slumps that's gonna cause us to drift because the goal isn't exciting anymore, or we're not fully committed to it because maybe it wasn't our idea. Maybe we're not living the life that we wanna live and we're doing something that other people wanted for us more than what we wanted for ourselves. So we come adrift. So how do you fix that? You fix that by rewriting down your goals and stacking the reasons why you must obtain those goals. Okay, you must, and I'm using the word must. It's gotta be internal. It's gotta be an internal desire to obtain those goals to really get you excited about achievement and not drifting. Okay, number 2, the lack of definite major purpose as a life goal. All right, one of my purposes is I've got to raise my kids to be amazing human beings, and they already are. I've got teenagers and they're champions in sports, they're champions in life, they're kind, they're just tremendous human beings. I've got a high schooler that's in EMT school. He chose to do it. Matter of fact, today is Sunday and he's at EMT school today. I've got my daughter in Dallas, Texas right now, and she's at a championship. Yesterday they competed, today they're competing for the final. Yesterday they were in first place. My daughter is a champion, and she's kind, and she's driven. So think about that. What is your life's purpose? Mine's to raise champions and kind human beings that are gonna go out and serve the world successfully while having a great life, while making an extraordinary amount of money, and so they can give it back to the world. That's my definite purpose. The next thing, inadequate learning in and out of the schoolroom. Okay, this is a big one. I go to probably 6, 7 different real estate conferences every single year, and I've done this for 20 years. I have a tremendous amount of knowledge, and then I have to go back to work and implement everything that I've learned, or at least 1 or 2 things, and then I'm in a different mind space next time I go to a real estate conference. Something's going on in my life, something's going on in my business that's different from the last time, that's going to resonate with me at that moment. And that's gonna be the 1, 2, 3 things that I'm gonna implement to push my business forward. So, in and out of the classroom. Now let's take out of the classroom, implementation. You have to implement what you're learning. You have to emulate what you're learning out there and go into action. And that's something that's gonna cause you to succeed. If you don't do any of this stuff, it's a cause of failure. All right, the lack of self-discipline and manifesting itself through excuses, drinking and eating and all the other bad habits associated with the lack of discipline. Adding discipline into your life used to mean it's a bad thing. In today's world, it is absolutely a necessity to add self-discipline. Now, I teach this to my kids, and I see it in their lives. I see it in the choices that they make. I follow through, and I explain this to my children. I explain this to my wife. I explain this to my friends and my family of why I do the things that I do. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing cold plunges. I'm doing a whole bunch of other things to increase my self-discipline so I can show up properly in all areas in my life, including my business. The next one, ill health. And that's generally due to the lack of self-discipline, right? And improper thinking and improper diet. So what I've done on my journey lately is I'm hitting the gym every single day. If I don't go to the gym, I don't feel good. If I'm not doing a cold plunge 3 days a week, I feel like I'm failing. If I'm not walking and exercising my mind and while I'm walking, then I feel like I'm failing. So I've incorporated a habit that is nourishing my brain, it's nourishing my soul, it's nourishing my body as I exercise so I can have great health. Okay, I hope this resonates with you, helps you out. Thanks for watching my channel.